Owens had a video. It showed the examples of how Roman Reigns, the bloodline, abused him and how betrayed he felt when Cody sided with him. This was actually very well done. He said he could have aired dozens of other examples. He would treat Cody the exact same way when he defeats him at Saturday night's main event. So
And I liked how they put the date and the year of everything that happened.
Right.
So
yeah, it was good.
Follow,
it was very well
follow
done.
the timeline. Yeah.
So Cody and Carmelo had some words last week backstage, so they were going to have a match. And Carmelo had a mic with them when we come into the ring, like they've been doing with a lot of these entrances. He told Cody that Kevin was right. He did betray him. Carmelo said Cody isn't the guy who stabs you in the back. He stabs you in the heart. And who needs enemies with friends like him? And he said if Cody wanted to evaluate the draft pick, he would find out why he's hit. This is actually a pretty good promo that he was cutting. So they did Cody versus Carmelo. Cody gave him a decent amount. This is actually a good match. They had a match a couple months ago where Cody tried his cutter, the Cody cutter, and they got all mixed up and it was like a botch. Okay.
Yeah. Let me just say something because you talked.
Well, let me say just finish. Cody goes over. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So you were talking about the Andrade match, and I was kind of reading something on the side. I just want to say I thought both of them looked great. It's a shame that Andrade lost because I said we're going to push him. But I think he could take a lot because, bro, he had great matches with Carmelo and he had a great match with Nakamura. And really, Nakamura and Andrade are world-class performers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just wanted to say that.
All right. So then afterwards, Rhodes was selling his knee. So I guess you're going to use that as for storytelling. So Roman
and I just want to say Melo looked really good on this. Okay. Let me see what was the last thing I wanted to say. You can fix this, right, Joe? Okay. Bro, I love the way Melo sold that Cody cutter.
Right.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So they did the sit down between Roman and Punk, and Punk was late. Roman wasn't happy about it.
Right.
So keeping him waiting doesn't work for him.
Yeah, and I like the fact that when Punk sat down, he goes, "I don't got a lot of time."
Right. So Punk made it clear he was there for Paul. Reigns said he didn't like his tone, his attitude, didn't like him, and he made it clear he didn't want to team with him. Heyman made the case that Solo had them in checkmate since WrestleMania and he needed Punk's help tomorrow. Then told Punk that if Solo put down the bloodline, he would come after him next. If they work together, they can survive. They came to agreement, worked together one time, and Punk claimed that in return, Heyman would owe him a favor, and that they left this with Roman wondering what the favor was, and Heyman said, let's just get through the War Games and worry about the favor later. This is good. It was shot very well, too. So, you know what, though? No, time out. I did have a comment about this, okay? I text Jeremy to see if this was his production, all right? Because I'll be honest with you. Bro, the musical soundtrack going on during this was way too over the top.
Right.
It was like there was all this. It was like the dramatic music you would see if there's like a scene with like action or something going on. Like you know. So I did not like the music that they were playing on this because it was like he would say something and be like dun dun dun, you know, like that. I was like, good grief. But the conversation was very good. So.
Right.
I've said it on here before, and it became a staple for years. Once the Survivor Series kind of stopped being important, that you knew after SummerSlam, between SummerSlam and the Rumble, that last quarter of the year or so was going to be all right, but it seemed like they were just passing time to get to the Rumble and start WrestleMania season. But recently, especially this year, this last quarter of the year has still been pretty much on par with the rest of the year. Like it's not. That used to be a time where you felt like they were mailing it in. Just let's get to the Rumble. Now they're still doing good shit. Survivor Series, you know, and War Games all was good stuff.
Michin versus Last Legend versus Piper in a United States Championship qualified match, and I think to me, to be honest, the wrong girl went over. Michin won, but I would have put that last. I like that Last Legend girl.
Yeah,
and she's very strong. But I'm wondering if because Jade is hurt, that maybe they're kind of because I think that's what they were pointing at before she got hurt was this these girls against Jade and Bianca. So maybe they're putting that in the back, but I don't know. But I mean, I would have preferred that girl won.
So Lash Legend was in NXT, part of a group that was basically two guys and two girls, and they really gave them a lot of TV time. And at first, she was very green, but she came in and she has improved a lot. She used to play college basketball and was like the leading rebounder. That's why she's so tall. But you know, they got somebody.
Just get it. Good evening, everyone. The NBA season is still young, but there's a buzz in the air for this game of the NBA Cup. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And, guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup, we've got Santi Aldama. Bradley Beal is out there with Halliburton. Then it's Williams. And it's Whitmore in at the 3 spot. And for Long Beach, McDaniels is out there with Jalen Williams. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Holmgren in at the 5 spot. Now, here is Halliburton. 4 on the clock.
Oh.
And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Let's go.
On the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line. We're at the point in the season now, Clark, where teams know what they've got. Talk more about that aspect.
Yeah, you know, it's a good point. You've, at this point, figured out by now if you could potentially do something special as a team, or if you need help to accomplish that goal. So some front offices look to go out and get that help.
Neesmith, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Now here's Beal. Over Edwards. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Yeah, offensively, Beal is a smooth operator.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, here's what Long Beach's head coach had to say when we talked earlier. He talked about the challenge of game planning for Tyrese Halliburton. The coach said we have to stay in front of him. The second he gets a step on us, that's when it's got to pick your poison with him. If our guys stay in front of him, I think we should be fine. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Following the miss by Tyrese Halliburton.
Oh, shit.
And again, the miss by Long Beach. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Beal gets it to go.
And love how assertive Beal is. He loves pulling up fast and surprising the D with that quickness.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. Connects from 3-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Aldama. Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. Here's Aldama. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to
Ah.
Edwards, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Beal against McDaniel. Pass to Aldama. Now here's Beal. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room.
Oh.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of
Transitional take foul.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw of the evening. Tyrese Halliburton is flat
There ain't no
out special,
transitional
Clark.
take foul,
You say it
nigga.
all the time. He is an absolute machine on
Nigga.
offense.
He really is an orchestrator, a maestro of platinum level capability. His turnover numbers outstanding. He's a guy that flirts with the 50, 40, 90 shooting splits and is going to lead the league in assists, I think, a better part of his career going forward. That's how good he is.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Bradley Beal unable to get his shot to go. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you know teams are going to be physical with Holmgren, but he's aggressive, and boy, he plays with passion.
Minnesota making a switch here. Beverly's checked in.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Timberwolves trail by 3. Pass to Beal. Outside Williams. Looking for Beal. He gets it there.
What a play at the rim. Bradley Beal showing off all kinds of explosiveness.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Fires it up.
No.
The kick out to Williams. Over in the corner, Edwards.
Shit.
And again, the miss by Long Beach. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Beal can't get it to go. For Long Beach, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. Quick hit, no time at all on that one.
Attacking right away. McDaniels wasting no time there.
Beverly deciding where to go with it. Pass to Williams. Here's Beal. Here's Aldama. Still without a basket. Outside Edwards.
Oh.
Shoots from 14.
Ah, shit.
You know, he looks a little off kilter to me this quarter. Still trying to find his rhythm.
And that one's good. Beverly.
Boy, I like how Beverly takes advantage of these transition opportunities. He's crafty and clever at getting past the defense.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Williams picks him up. Holmgren kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. A second chance effort. The shot by McDaniels, no good. Timberwolves trail. Pass to Aldama. Now Beal. McDaniels defending. Williams, a screen on McDaniels. Long Beach with the rebound. Holmgren's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Let's go.
Slam by Williams.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. With this break in the action, we can see the top passing teams in the league, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard. In the third spot, the Timberwolves.
And a team that shares the ball will create opportunities for the right player to score.
Here's
shit.
good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Nice, unselfish passing there by Beal. He knows he can't do it all by himself.
And here is Quickly. Last time out, he had 13 points. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You've got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to Holmes. Beal with it. To Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
It's obvious Bill is a bona fide scorer, but he's no ball hog. I mean, he's willing to set other people up, too.
Here's Edwards. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Personal foul. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Matter of fact, a lot of his points came from the stripe. He was feeling it. Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Edwards looking it over. Waters. No good from outside.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
And here's Edwards after the three-pointer from Bradley Beal. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back, and when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
What the fuck again?
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Here is Edwards after the made shot from Bradley Beal. Outside Edwards.
Fuck.
Quickly kicks to Edwards. Waters passes to Jackson. Here's Waters. Takes a three. Cranes the three-pointer.
Shit.
Waters got the game tied up here for Long Beach.
Nice feed by the big man, Jackson Jr. I love his selfless attitude.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now, here's Neesmith. Guarded closer. Pass to Clowney. Timberwolves passing it around. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Beal can't get it to go. A three from Quickly, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Tie game in Long Beach. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And what do you guys think about Long Beach here in this one?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Boy, I like the aggressive nature they're playing with here. Not playing soft at all. They're going right at it.
On the court for Minnesota. Patrick Beverly. He's out there with Halliburton. And it's Neesmith in at the small forward position. Minnesota shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Pass to Holmes. Now Halliburton. Here's Clowney. Guarded by Jackson. Holmes passes to Beverly. And here is Neesmith. Ring shot on the way. Long Beach with the rebound. Edwards got his fourth rebound.
Oh, shit.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Good work there as it goes. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Oh, how about the slam there from Gilgeous-Alexander? He loves getting that type of positioning down low.
Halliburton, no good. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Long Beach. And what an entertaining group this team has been this season. These guys don't just win. They win big.
Yeah, their margin of victory for the season is over 12 points a game. That means some nights they're winning by 20, 30, or more. And the key is they're doing it with consistency. These guys will not take their feet off the gas, and that's part of what makes them so fun to watch.
It's stolen by Edwards. Bursting off the floor. Edwards hammers it down.
Rising up for the throwdown. Major hops from Edwards.
Timberwolves trail by 4. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Holmgren, he's checked in for Jackson. Robert Williams, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Cam Whitmore comes in for Patrick Beverly. Pass to Clowney. Halliburton outside. Now here's Williams. Defended by Holmgren. And the rejection by Holmgren. And he's able to get it back. Williams can't hit.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Oh, shit.
They get the rebound. Left side, Edwards. Clowney pulls it in.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Here's Williams following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Now Halliburton. Last game with 30 points. Count it. Halliburton's got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves. So Clark, the last couple NBA seasons featuring 14 of the top 15 team offensive ratings in league history.
You know, I think that's testament to the skill level of the players. And certainly you hear some coaches talk about defense being legislated out of the game. It is an entertaining product. That's part of the drive for more offense. But I guess I could agree that there's a touch more balance and not so tilted toward the offense. The length that McDaniels brings gives him an advantage against the smaller defenders, sometimes drawing a foul like he did there.
Santi Aldama's checked in for Minnesota. Beal comes in for Cam Whitmore. The Timberwolves have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Three-pointer. Good on the three-point shot. Aldama's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
A clean pass that time from Halliburton to a wide-open teammate. Just smart ball movement there. Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
And that one's good. Beal.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam. You see some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game. You know, it's really surprising that they're up at this point, given that he struggled so mightily.
Timberwolves have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Aldama with the ball. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Pass to Halliburton. And the 3 off target.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
You want a high percentage take offensively, get it to Holmgren in that spot.
Halliburton passes to Aldama. Back to Halliburton. That doesn't go either for Halliburton. Pass to Holmgren. Long Beach moving that ball around. A nice shot by McDaniel.
Strong work inside by the 6'9" Jaden McDaniels, showing how effective he can be down there.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. Aldama gets the bucket. Aldama's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, you know, the second period's been much more kind to him than the first. I mean, let's see if he can keep it going and maintain this.
The offensive rebound to Holmgren. And the jump by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Timberwolves. It's a 3-point game. Now, here is Halliburton. Look at those numbers of his. You just can't say enough about the work he's doing at the offensive end. He's averaging about 30.5 points a game.
How about Halliburton? This fella going right to the rim, sneak dunking on that attack. Impressive.
The muscle from Edwards.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Pass to Aldama. Back to Beal. Williams sends a screen for Beal. Right at the free throw line. And again, it's Minnesota.
A constant threat to score with the ball in his hands. Beal with a crafty move.
Edwards kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Holmgren. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 11 rebounds.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
Jackson's checked in for Long Beach. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Lee's checked in. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Beal the pass to Aldama. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the triple. And Beal is good for 3. Beal's got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves.
Beal is always a scoring threat, but right now we're seeing what happens when he's in the zone.
And now Beal pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. And finished off by Beal. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Edwards kicks to Holmgren. Hits it from 3-point range. Holmgren's got 14 points. And so it's Chet Holmgren making things happen for Long Beach. His performance that quarter has earned him a double-double. Seems like he's been everywhere in this game. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Hey everybody, always a fascinating story. Our first order of business. Let's catch you up on some trades around the league. A lot of moves around the NBA, and of course, one trade that got vetoed. Shaq and Kenny's trade in our fantasy basketball league.
That trade had no business being vetoed. Collusion, I say. Collusion, collusion, collusion.
I like what they're doing. Playing with physicality, they've worked hard to gain the edge in areas like rebounding.
Yeah, that's the difference in the game.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this one.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on it. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Chet Holmgren out there with Williams. Then there's Edwards. Then there's McDaniels. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point. And for Minnesota, Santi Aldama is out there with Whitmore. Then it's Rob Williams. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. And it's Beal in at the shooting guard position. 6 on the shot clock. The shot's good from Halliburton.
With everything he does, Halliburton is a nightmare for opposing defenses.
Here's Edwards into the lane. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. 13 points in the game.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
It was the exact same kind of offensive showcase for him in their last game, too. When it happens this often, that's not a pattern. That's a characteristic.
Gilgeous-Alexander. The baseline J off the mark. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Whitmore. Oh,
Yes, sir. My goodness.
Oh, man, when Cam Whitmore throws it down, you feel bad for the rim.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Holmgren the pass to Williams. And it's going to be out of bounds. Long Beach will have another go. The league's long-distance bombers are setting their sights on the three-point contest this season. Here are some of the early favorites to make up the field.
And I love the way the voting is shaping up, Kevin. We'll have an excellent contest if these are the shooters who are firing away on All-Star Weekend.
You look at Halliburton. The third spot in the voting belongs to him. There are very few players with his ability from long range, and it looks like he'll be rewarded with a spot in the three-point contest.
And I'm sure there'll be some changes in the rankings still to come, but you're right. I'd be surprised if there's anyone who wouldn't cast a vote his way.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, and I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Holmgren. It's his first trip to the line. That free throw, no good. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Long Beach. The lead is 2. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. And they'll get another chance. Holmgren with a screen on Halliburton. Shot clock at 5. Count that one. Holmgren's got the lead up to 4 now for Long Beach.
Guys, this is what you call a generational talent. Holmgren is bound to fill up the highlight reel every night he plays.
And Whitmore throws it down.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Holmgren gets the bucket.
I mean, sneaky. When he moves around the floor, Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop.
Halliburton with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Whitmore. He has 6. Took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws. That one on Holmgren.
And when you watch Whitmore, he's much bigger than your average wing. Creates a different type of matchup.
Long Beach has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Holmgren sets the screen for Edwards. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. First personal foul. And now let's take a look at a breakdown of this season's best rebounding point guard. 4th, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And, of course, Tyrese Halliburton.
And it may not be the first thing you think about, but if you look at a lot of the all-time great point guards, their rebounding, that nose for the basketball is a big part of their game.
Absolutely. I mean, that's no coincidence. The ability to have an impact everywhere on the floor, not just on the perimeter. I think that's what separates a lot of the great point guards from the good ones.
Offensive rebound. Beal. Great D that time from Edwards.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the back.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Now, here is Halliburton. He's got 9. Pass to Beal. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got his 3rd assist on the night.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
And the dunk by Holmgren.
Oh, that's too smooth. I mean, Gilgeous-Alexander with some clever playmaking there.
Here's Whitmore. Outside Williams. Back to Whitmore. Tries from 10. That's good on the jump shot. Whitmore's got 10.
Robert Williams.
Long Beach leading by 4. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Long Beach making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Aaron Neesmith has checked in for Minnesota. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 9. From 10 feet out. That one off the back iron and out. Timberwolves trail by 4. Halliburton in the corner. Launches a 3.
Hell
Gets
no.
a 3-pointer to fall. He's got 12.
At the arc, Halliburton confident, no fear, no hesitation. He sees a good shot, he's letting it fly.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good. So it's Minnesota now. Halliburton kicks to Williams. Pass to Whitmore. And the layup's good off the glass. Whitmore's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And Whitmore a beast inside because of his power and ability to elevate.
Now here's Williams, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner.
Oh.
And it's off from 3-point range. In Clark, as we watch Aaron Neesmith, he was such a great shooter in college, and it took him a while to find his stroke in the NBA.
And you know what, Kevin, nothing really surprising about that. Most players struggle to find their game in the NBA, to find their role in the NBA. But Neesmith, he's found his rhythm and his role, and he clearly is dangerous from behind the arc.
Pass to Holmgren. Williams with the steal. Here's Whitmore. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And great recognition. Holmgren saw the open floor and took advantage.
And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 3. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. There's 1:17 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Good D by Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Edwards. To the inside.
Oh, shit. Edwards, what the fuck, man? Just passed it.
Williams with the steal. Edwards finds Holmgren.
Let's
and he gets the
go.
whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Cam Whitmore.
And something to like about Holmgren is his ability to run the floor. A 7-footer who can get up the court in a hurry and get to the rim before the D gets set.
For Long Beach, Waters is checked in, and Mikhailuk's subbed in for Edwards.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Pass to Holmes, to the middle. Offensive rebound. Goes up again. No good off the front iron.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Oh.
Waters can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail by 5. It's Beal at the elbow. Beal's got 24 points.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
And so it's Chet Holmgren making things happen for Long Beach. A grand total of 28 points for him in the game now. They have no answer for him defensively. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. The Timberwolves shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Jaren Jackson is out there with Holmgren. Then it's Jaden McDaniel. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point guard.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Excellent defense there from Halliburton. Timberwolves trail by 3. Pass to Neesmith. No good. That would have tied it. Long Beach shooting reasonably well, 45%. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Minnesota's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. To the wing on the left. Now, here's Neesmith. Guarded by Jackson. Pass to Clowney. And it's all even up. Clowney's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Timberwolves. Edwards holding off the D and converts.
Edwards just doesn't allow defenders to bottle him up. Great focus and persistence.
And here's Beverly. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. And it's Halliburton missing.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
And Aaron Neesmith gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Cam Whitmore, he's checked in for the Timberwolves.
Substitution for Minnesota, number 7, Cam Whitmore.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Halliburton on the wing.
He ain't got it in him. He ain't got it in him.
And there's the foul.
Let's go.
On Tyrese Halliburton. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
Yeah, first turnover of the game. Overall, though, he's been rock solid.
Bradley Beal's checked in for the Timberwolves. Patrick Beverly comes in for Halliburton. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Edwards. Jacks up a three.
Nigga.
Minnesota.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
Here's Clowney. And no good that time. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. Long Beach moving that ball around. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
Beverly knows he's out there to pass the ball, guys. A skilled floor general. He really distributes it well.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Beverly. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Makes it off the glass. And Long Beach leads by 4. Here's Beal. Down low. Pass to Whitmore. Driving in.
Let's go.
Edwards got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Let's go.
McDaniel.
McDaniel's going upstairs with an athletic move.
And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. It's stolen by Edwards.
Yeah.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it.
Oh, shit.
Jackson, a screen on Beverly. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Jackson.
And a flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in him.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Beverly with the ball. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backdoor.
And that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Whitmore. McDaniel's
And
defending.
we're up by 10 now. Oh,
There's the
shit.
pick. To stop the run. And Whitmore throws it down.
Oh, really strong outing from Whitmore. You see the potential for greatness.
Pass to Holmgren. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Holmgren's got the lead up to 10 now for Long Beach. For Minnesota, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Here's Beal going inside, and the rejection by Holmgren. And it's out of bounds, and last touch by Holmgren. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Jalen Williams is checked in for Jaren Jackson. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. Now, he was vocal in the hug. He told his guys, don't quit on each other. We're still in this game, guys, but I need each one of you to up your energy level. Let's make a run now. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. He gets that one.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Pass to Whitmore. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
He was all alone on that one. Halliburton's got 10 points in just the second half.
Talk about confidence. Halliburton oozing with it. No hesitation off the catch and shoot there.
Count that bucket. 17 points for Anthony Edwards.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
Seems like Halliburton is always looking to do a little more, always making the extra effort. That's fairly rare.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Long Beach.
Well, you know, for me, when you can convert this many times in the paint, I think that's a sign that your offense is really in a healthy state.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Timberwolves trail by 7. Inside is Williams. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Edwards got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he knew the contact was coming. How about that by SGA to take the hit and finish?
Halliburton looking around. Pass to Whitmore.
No.
Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
At the line for the Timberwolves, Cameron Whitmore. 3 shots.
Three shots.
So the first of 3 is good, and that brings them within 8. He makes the second free throw, and that narrows the gap to 7. And no good on the 3rd free throw. So he ends up going 2 of 3.
A disappointing trip to line there.
Let's
Even though it was just
go.
a miss, now is not the time to be missing those.
And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Puts it up from 15. It's good.
Clearly, Halliburton is hunting his shots. He's not picky and knows exactly how to adjust on the mid-range jump shot.
The kick out to Williams. Good on the triple. And Long Beach leads by 11.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Long Beach.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing They've already solved their opponent one time, and you only have to do it one more time.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Chet Holmgren.
You can set a tone with defense, and that's exactly what he did with how he protected the rim.
I think it's a wrap. When the game's on the line, he knows how to deliver the crushing blow.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Aldama with the rebound. Fires from way outside. Misses the shot. And so it's Long Beach with the W. A confident win and one where they clearly
Have either of you guys heard if the injury is legitimate? Because there's been a lot of conflicting reports on that.
Yeah, I heard it's legit.
Okay, because Meltzer reported there's 3 different versions of the story. One was that it was a storyline cover for a real injury. Another higher up said 100% she is injured and the story's not getting her false. But there's another version that the injury was created to cover for a political backstage issue.
So let me tell you one thing, bro. Legend picked up Piper Niven with no problem.
I know. He goes very strong. Yeah.
Right. And not, to do an Huracanrana from the top rope like Rey Mysterio, you have to have somebody that has a good base. And Legend based her great. She's really strong.
Yeah. I think there's rumors that Bianca and Jade Cargill don't get along.
Who?
Jade Cargill and Bianca do not get along.
Right.
Really?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's actually been reported. I mean, they haven't really made a lot of it, but that's my understanding. So.
Yeah, and that's why people are speculating that the injury might just be cover because she got into trouble or something like that. I don't know.
I don't know, but I think she is hurt. But it's just like one of those things. Probably she can work, but they've decided, I don't know,
take her off the road for a few months. Because I just read the latest report is that definitely through the rest of the year, which isn't much, maybe 3 weeks, but it said out.
Well, it's just a month. It's not even a month. Yeah, right.
Out for the rest of the month, basically. Right.
So then we do the match with Jacob versus Jey Uso, and there's a good match, but there was no doubt who was going to win this. Jacob goes over because they're really pushing him, and the heels needed the advantage at the War Games.
And a well-deserved push, Di, because I mean, over is he? It's a well-deserved push for Jacob because how over is he with the crowd already? Just within a few months, that's fucking. I love seeing that because he's awesome,
Got any more comments, Conan, on that?
I just, I like Jey Uso. He got the biggest pop of the night. And I like Fatu's handspring moonsault. And I like the Samoan drop on the table, and I like his finish, What's not to like about him?
Right.
It's just, Samoan that's really, really agile because there's no Samoan that's as agile as him.
Right.
Right. And super, super charismatic. Like every little motion or facial.
And I just say,
you know what? I'll be honest. I do have a criticism of Jacob Fatu. I think it's kind of silly that he stands here with the praying hands the whole time.
Yeah, that doesn't look good. But, bro, on the other thing, personally, he's a good friend of mine and he deserves this. And because he was underpaid by MLW, right? And I was always telling him, bro, you gotta go to WWE. You gotta go. And he finally made it, and he's over. Great guy too.
Yeah, definitely. I met him at MLW once, and he's a good time. You know, he's a lot of fun. So.
Yeah, and I may or not have, forget it. I won't say this.
Told him to take a shot at me.
No. We might have smoked together. And he would, I like this because they kind of spent a lot of time on the major angles. Time was, especially the KO versus Rhodes feud. They're good. And I forgot about this. This is going to be a good show. Saturday night's main event.
Yeah.
That's like in 2 weeks. Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember when you were a kid? Yeah. Those shows were great.
That's actually next weekend too, Connor.
But do you remember how they had big angles culminated at Saturday night?
Yeah. It was huge. I'd like to see what those numbers are going to be.
Hogan and Andre on the main event is still one of the highest rated shows of all time in that time slot.
Yep.
Yeah, they did great. Like I said, they did great booking. I like the Hayes and Rhodes who put on a good match. Nakamura and Andrade put on a good match, and they're just when is War Games on Saturday?
It was this past Saturday.
Oh, it's this past Saturday.
Oh, okay. But
you didn't see it? You didn't get to watch it?
I was in the hospital, bro.
Oh yeah, no worries.
Remember?
Yeah, that's right. So they the
good stuff, Conan. Especially if you have time, watch the actual War Games match. You'll really dig it.
All right.